Good afternoon, Salem High School. Welcome to the Salem Show from our Washington County Community Foundation studios at Salem High School. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm your other host, Kaylee, and we are super excited to be back with you.
Now that we are back from fall break, it's time to start the countdown until Christmas break.
40 days!
Let's review some announcements that you might have missed.
Order your SAD shirt by October 26th. The cost for members is $10. Non-members will be $15. The design is outside Miss Medlock's room. Shirt will be a gold tiger tie-dye design.
Student photographers wanted. If you like to take pictures, we want you to be a part of the SHS yearbook staff. Please stop by and talk to Miss Spalding or Miss Elgin or email them to tell them of your interest.
Students taking the ACT on Saturday should be meeting in the front lobby at 7:45 a.m. Remember your admission ticket, number 2 pencils, photo ID, calculator, and mask. See Miss Martin if you have questions.
Seniors, PSAT Day activity sheets are due this week. Please turn the sheets into Miss Martin ASAP.
The Mr. SHS competition is back. Any boy that is interested in competing in the Mr. Salem High School competition needs to see Mr. Hickey by today.
Lions Unify meeting in the presentation room during SRT Monday. Join us for an early Halloween party.
Freshman permission slips to attend the Prosser field trip are due Monday by 1 p.m. If the permission slips are turned in by Friday at noon, students/parents or guardians will be entered into a drawing.
Anyone interested in joining the SLN broadcast team, see Mr. Wade Swift in room 9. Great opportunities to learn behind the scenes of producing a live telecast.
Many jobs available like commentating, producing, filming, and much more. Plus, you get into the games for free and you might even get fed. Get into the action and join the fun.
That's it for the announcements. Now let's head over to Hannah. How's the weather shaping up next week?
Thanks, Nat and Kay. Let's see what the weather looks like for sectionals tonight. Today we have a high of 57 and a low of 41 as we take on the Raiders. Saturday, a high of 62 and a low of 52. And Sunday, we have a 67% chance of rain with a high of 72 and a low of 59. And it's also National Bologna Day. This coming week, on Monday, we have a high of 68 and a low of 47 with a 77% chance of rain. And it's also World National Pasta Day. Tuesday, we have a high of 66 and a low of 50. Wednesday, a high of 66, a low of 52, and also a 52% chance of rain. It's also National Black Cat Day to get you ready for Halloween. Thursday, we have a high of 63 and a low of 52, and a 58% chance of rain. And Friday, we have a high of 61 and a low of 48. And we're also hoping to be able to see the boys play that day. That's it for me. Now let's head back to your anchors.
Thanks for that sunny forecast, Hannah. Now for community news.
Kaylee, are you ready for Halloween?
Of course.
Well, I've got an announcement for you. The Trunk or Treat Community Boo Bash is coming.
That's right. That's happening Saturday, October 30th, 4:30 to 6 p.m.
At Brady Strum Elementary School parking lot.
Everyone is invited, and heck, come in a costume.
I hear you get more treats that way anyway.
Maybe, but you might as well try.
Congratulations to Snavir Carr and Julia Casey for placing 3rd at the Indiana Department of Homeland Security inaugural Get Shaken contest.
School districts across the state recently competed in a video competition to highlight the true risk Hoosiers face regarding earthquakes.
They created a video about seismic activity in our area. We will be sitting down with them next week to find out more about this project and what it took to create it.
Let's head over to Abby for the Sports Minute.
Thanks, ladies. Let's get down to business. The Lions football team hammered the team out west last Friday night, 61-0, on senior night. It always feels right when we win a championship. Our very own Ty Sweeney had a chance to sit down with Coach Thompson to talk about the Dub-Dub game and tonight's big rematch versus Southridge.
This is a special time of the year, sectional week. Today, I get an opportunity to catch up with head coach Thompson. Coach, thank you so much for meeting me today.
Always a pleasure, Ty. You know this.
First off, great win against West Washington. How does it feel to be county champs again?
Yeah, it's always fun, and especially the way we got the chance to play this week. We didn't play that well against Pekin the first game, and I thought really for the first time all year we played well offensively, defensively, and special teams all together at once. And it's always fun to beat that team from out west.
And coming into the game, your team seemed to have laser focus. How did you and your team prepare for that week, knowing it was a county rival?
Well, I think it actually helped us that we played so bad the week before. I was probably the most disappointed I've been as a coach the way we played down there at Charlestown, and we weren't going to let that happen again last week. And I think that was the biggest thing, especially being off of being off of school and being able to keep that focus. I thought the kids did a nice job.
And throughout the game, your team played amazing. With that being said, are there any short-term goals you and your team would like to achieve this week?
We want to win the game for sure. That's the biggest thing. And then we want to continue to move the ball up front. We did a nice job last week, and the week before we did a horrible job up front. So if we can continue to do that, things are going to go well for us Friday.
And this year for sectionals is a rematch of last year's championship game. Same place, but both teams are a little different. How do you and your team prepare for a team that you have some history with, albeit recently, but not a lot?
All right, yeah. Last year's team at Southridge had 5 D1 players on it, and they were, unbelievable team. And so both teams this year are a little bit different. Their record isn't obviously what it was last year, but they play an extremely tough schedule, and they're well coached and they have a tradition. They're state champion. So anytime we get a chance to hopefully go down and beat a team with that kind of tradition, it's going to be awesome. And I've said it before, you had to be in those games to be able to win those games. And last year, we should have been 14-7 at half. Then we made some mistakes in the second half, and hopefully we learn from that, and hopefully we'll play well Friday.
And again, this is a winner-go-home situation. How does your preparation change with that, though, or does anything really change at all?
I think also, obviously for the seniors, they know that if they lose it, that may be the last football game they ever play. But I think also another part of that is you want to bring that in, but you don't want to bring it in too much to where you start thinking about everything and not playing fast. And that's what I've tried to tell the guys this week is that we want to continue to play fast. Yes, it could be your last football game, but you want it to be your best football game, and the way to do that is to continue to play hard.
Let's focus on Southridge. What do they do well offensively?
They're a lot like Brownstown, eerily similar Brownstown. They try to hide the football. They try to run a lot of counters. They try to put more guys on their side of the ball than what you have on defense. Try to outnumber you and use their speed to get to the edge. And then when you start flying up, they try to take a shot and see what they can do with you deep.
And defensively, they're giving up 21.7 points a game. What tendencies have you seen from them that you hope to exploit?
We feel like they're really fast. They're really fast up front, and they like to shoot the gaps. And if you can catch them shooting those gaps and moving those blitzes, then it could be a long night for them. And if we don't, it's going to be a long night for us. So we've looked at it. We've run some things that we feel like going to give us a better chance to run the football, and hopefully we're going to try to maintain the clock and see what happens.
Is there a player we should keep an eye out for the Raiders?
I think obviously their offense is really well balanced, and they have 3 or 4 guys that can hurt you. Defensively, to me the biggest threat up front is number 57. He's extremely fast, gets in the backfield, makes a lot of tackles, and if we can control him, and if you're watching the game and we're controlling him, then things are really good.
What do you personally think about sectional draw this year?
Well, it wasn't as good as what we got last year, obviously, but hopefully, I think sectional is going to go. Everybody knows it's going to go through Gibson Southern, and you're going to have to play them at some point or another. So hopefully, we get a chance to get a revenge back on Southridge. They kept us from a title last year, and hopefully that's on the kids' mind, and then have an opportunity to see what we can do with Southridge in the second week.
What are the keys to victory this week?
Pretty much what they are every week. We got to take care of the football. We have to have more of a time of possession than they do. Try to keep their offense off the field. We got to be great on special teams, and we got to not fumble the ball.
One last question. Let's talk about your seniors. Roughly 12 years you have been with them, playing for Little League to high school ball. What's one thing you will miss most about them, along with your favorite memory you have made with them?
Just this class is a bunch of workers. They're great kids, and anytime I would call or somebody in the community would need something, they would always answer. Heck, you went and put together a lady's bicycle for her one day, so in Pekin, no less. So it is that's the thing about this group. I think we talk about people are we didn't win the conference, and obviously that was our goal going in. And we were a couple of plays short on that, but as far as what a legacy leaves, this group here, you guys have just really set the bar what we want our program to be about, and who we want football players to be. We don't want our football players to be who we have in the past, where maybe they weren't weren't doing the things they should be doing, and hopefully we can continue that.
Any final thoughts, Coach Thompson?
Hopefully everybody tunes in. I know it's a long trip, so hopefully a lot of people will be watching the game from home if they don't make the trip. And I think that we have a great shot to win this football game. Last year we knew we were up against it, but I feel different this year about it. And hopefully we're having this conversation again next week.
Thank you for speaking with me today, Coach. We wish you all the best tonight.
Appreciate it, Ty. Thanks.
The Lions will face off against the Raiders tonight at Southridge. Kickoff is at 7:30. Go Lions.
Thanks, Coach Thompson and Ty, for that interview. The Lions kick off tonight at 7:30 at Southridge. And now to volleyball. The team lost to Brownstown and lost in the first round of sectional to the host team, Scottsburg. Good season, ladies. In esports news, tonight is open game night for all club members from 3 to 7 p.m., pizza and drinks provided. So come join the fun. Girls varsity swim practice begins October 25th from 3:45 to 5:30. Lady Lions basketball practices are here. The scrimmage against New Washington will be on the 27th of October. The Lady Lions' first game will be at home versus the Seymour Lady Owls on Saturday, November 6th, starting with the JV game at 6 p.m. I can't wait. Well, that's all for me. Let's head over to Draven for some skater news.
With the SLS tournament coming up next week, I would like to look at the top 3, plus who I'll think gets second place, because we already know Nija's going to win again. So, first place in August was Nija, being sponsored by Nike, Monster, Mountain Dew, and Doritos, and the current top-ranked skater in the world. He is too good. He definitely deserves that spot, winning just about every SLS meet in the past 4-ish years, give or take. The second was Alex Midler, being sponsored by both Red Bull and Nike himself. While he is an amazing skater, I don't think his name is too well known, and even less in a good light, being ranked 23rd. His last win was in June at the World Championships qualifiers. Then third being Gustavo Ribeira, my personal favorite skater. Sometimes it jumps between him and Shane O'Neill almost daily. He's ranked much lower than the last two, setting at 70 worldwide. But I think his ranking is only going to go up as of right now, even with his last win being over 3 years ago now in August, but he rarely drops below third place. He may not be the best, but he's consistent, and that means a lot. His only big sponsor right now is Red Bull, and one thing I'd like to add before I go is, does anyone else think it's weird that all of these guys ride Goofy? Maybe I should learn Goofy and I'd stop sucking. Alright, well, that's all from me. Back to your anchors.
Thanks, Shields and Draven, for that Sports Minute and Skater News.
Thank you for tuning in to the Salem Show from the Washington County Community Foundation Studios.
That concludes our fabulous 5th episode.
And remember, stay active, stay safe, and we'll see you guys later. Hoist the Jolly Roger, and as always, fins up, fins forward!
There's a meeting in Mrs. Walker's room on Thursday. Today is Thursday. For girls varsity swim practice. We can leave the practice in there.
Good afternoon, Salem High School. Welcome to the Salem Show from our Washington Commodity. Gosh dang it now, I can't do it. Commodity. Yep.
Let's head over to Abby.
Yikes! All right. Whoa.